If you're a petite woman over 60, a few tiny outfit choices could be making you look shorter, even when you're not. Let's fix that right now so you can walk taller and feel more confident in every outfit. Today, we're talking about 11 common style mistakes and how to turn each one into a flattering, elegant choice, starting with one you probably made this week. Welcome to EverWise Older Women, where we celebrate timeless beauty, smart fashion, and body confidence at every age. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and tap the bell so you never miss a video that helps you look and feel your best. I've worked with hundreds of women who thought they needed a new wardrobe, but in most cases, they just needed a few styling tweaks. Before we start, take a second to subscribe. Not for me, but for you. Every week, we share simple style tips that make dressing after 60 easy, elegant, and fun. Ready? Let's get into the first mistake. Let's start with one of the most common mistakes, wearing oversized or boxy clothing. Now, don't get me wrong, loose and flowy pieces can feel incredibly comfortable, especially when you're running errands or relaxing at home. But when comfort crosses into oversized territory, your shape disappears underneath all that extra fabric. Here's what happens. The eyes can't find your natural waistline, and that makes your body look wider and shorter. Picture this, a long, wide blouse falling straight from your shoulders to your hips. Instead of showing your curves, it creates a straight, bulky outline that visually compresses your frame. Now imagine the opposite. A fitted top or a blazer that sits nicely on your shoulders and tapers at your waist. Suddenly, your silhouette reappears. Your posture looks better. You instantly look taller, even though you haven't changed your height by a single inch. If you love loose styles, there's still a way to wear them. Just make sure to balance the volume. Pair a flowy blouse with slim trousers or tuck your top slightly at the front to create shape. Structured fabrics also help. They drape without swallowing your figure. Have you ever worn something that felt super comfy, but later realized it made you look smaller or shapeless? Be honest. Tell me in the comments. Next up, skirt length. This one is a quiet culprit that many petite women don't even notice. Mid-calf skirts or dresses, often called midi lengths, can look elegant on taller women. But if you're petite, they can visually chop your legs in half. The fabric literally cuts your frame where your calf is widest, and that's never where you want the eye to stop. Here's why it happens. Our brains read visual lines from top to bottom. When a skirt ends right in the middle of your calf, that line breaks prematurely, shortening your leg visually. Even with heels, you might still look shorter than you are. The easy fix? Choose hemlines that sit just above your knee or slightly below it. Those lengths keep your leg line flowing naturally and make you appear taller and lighter on your feet. For formal occasions, ankle-length dresses work beautifully because they elongate from waist to toe, creating one uninterrupted vertical line. If you adore midi skirts, don't worry, you can still wear them. Try pairing them with nude shoes or boots that match your skin tone to keep that vertical flow. Or add a high waistline to visually lift your legs. Quick question, what's your go-to dress length? Knee, midi, or ankle? Type it below. I'd love to see what most of you prefer. Now let's talk about prints, those beautiful patterns that can either make or break your look. Many women love bold florals, abstract designs, or statement prints, and that's perfectly understandable. They add life to your wardrobe and can brighten your mood. But here's the secret. When you're petite, scale matters more than you think. Large prints and oversized patterns tend to dominate a smaller frame. Imagine wearing a dress with huge flowers or wide geometric shapes. Instead of seeing you, people see the pattern first. The design becomes the focus, and your figure disappears behind all that pattern. The bigger the print, the more space it takes up visually, which can make your body appear shorter and broader. So what's the fix? Choose prints that work with your proportions. Smaller, delicate patterns, think fine florals, subtle polka dots, or slim stripes, draw the eye upward and keep your shape visible. Vertical prints are especially flattering because they guide the viewer's gaze from top to bottom, creating the illusion of height. Another subtle trick is to pay attention to spacing. Patterns that are tightly spaced can feel busy, while prints with gentle spacing elongate the body. When in doubt, try a solid color with one statement accessory instead. And speaking of accessories, keep them light when wearing prints. A bold pattern paired with chunky necklaces or oversized earrings can overwhelm your entire look. Instead, choose smaller, refined pieces that complement your outfit without competing with it. When you open your wardrobe, what kind of prints do you see most? Big and bold or small and subtle? Tell me below. I'm curious which side you're on. All right, mistake number 4. Shoes, specifically round toe flats. I know they're comfortable, practical, and often our go-to choice for everyday wear. But if you're petite, they can also be one of the sneakiest things shortening your overall look. Here's why. Round toe shoes visually cut off your foot at the front. That curved shape stops the eye from continuing down your leg line, which shortens the appearance of your legs. Combine that with a flat sole, and you lose both height and posture support, two things that naturally make you look taller and more confident. Now imagine slipping into a pointed toe flat. You're still comfortable, but that subtle V shape at the front extends your leg visually by an inch or two. It's an optical trick, but it works every single time. The same goes for a gentle low block heel. Even half an inch of lift can make your posture straighter, your legs more defined, and your outfit instantly more balanced. If you prefer closed shoes, nude tones are your best friend. They blend with your skin tone, creating an uninterrupted line from your legs to your feet. Avoid heavy ankle straps or shoes with thick soles. They tend to cut the leg visually and can make you appear shorter. And remember, comfort doesn't have to mean shapeless. Look for cushioned insoles or flexible material so you can walk with ease while still maintaining that elegant, elongated look. Now, I want to know, which shoe style do you wear most often? Round, square, or pointed? Drop your answer in the comments. Let's see which team wins today. Let's move on to outerwear, the one area where most petite women accidentally lose their height. Long, bulky jackets may feel cozy and luxurious, especially during the colder months, but they can completely throw off your proportions. Here's what happens. When a coat or jacket extends too far below your hips or mid-thigh, it visually divides your body into uneven sections. The eye stops midway instead of following one clean vertical line. Add thick fabric, big buttons, or heavy collars, and suddenly your upper body feels weighed down, making you appear shorter and broader than you really are. Now, picture this instead. A cropped jacket that ends just above your hip bone, or a tailored blazer that gently defines your waist. That shorter cut lifts your frame and highlights your natural proportions. You instantly regain balance and structure, and your legs appear longer. If you prefer longer coats for warmth, there's a simple fix. Choose sleeker designs that skim your shape instead of overwhelming it. Look for vertical seam lines or open front styles that create that elongating effect. Avoid jackets that flare out too much at the bottom. They tend to widen your outline instead of lengthening it. For B-roll, imagine this visual. Two women standing side by side in front of a mirror, one in a bulky knee-length coat and the other in a cropped, well-fitted jacket. The difference is instant and clear. One looks swallowed by fabric and the other looks sharp, lifted, and confident. Think about your favorite jacket. Does it stop at your hips or go past them? Tell me in the comments which length you find most flattering. This next one surprises many women. Wide belts and heavy layering. While belts can be fantastic for defining your waist, when they're too wide or paired with too many layers, they can do the opposite of what you want. Here's why. A wide belt draws a strong horizontal line right across your middle. For a petite frame, That line can make your torso appear shorter and your figure heavier. The same goes for thick layers. Chunky sweaters, multiple scarves, and oversized cardigans create bulk that hides your natural silhouette. Instead of looking polished and streamlined, the outfit starts to feel boxy and weighed down. Now, here's how to fix it. Swap those wide belts for thinner ones, ideally 1 to 1.5 inches wide. They give definition without cutting your body in half. Even better, choose a belt that matches your outfit's color. This keeps the eye moving vertically rather than stopping at your waist. When layering, go for lightweight fabrics that drape smoothly over each other. Think soft knits, cotton blends, or lightweight wool. Monochrome layering works beautifully too. Wearing a similar shade from top to bottom creates one continuous flow that instantly elongates your frame. Matching your belt color to your top or pants is one of the easiest styling secrets to look taller without even trying. Do you love belts as much as I do? Let me know below. Are you more of a thin belt or wide belt kind of woman? Let's talk about pants, specifically capris. They may be comfortable and breezy, but for petite women, they can be one of the most unflattering pieces in the wardrobe. Here's the problem. Capris, or cropped pants, that end mid-calf break your leg line visually. They create a harsh horizontal cut right where your legs are widest, instantly making you look shorter. Even when paired with nice shoes, the eye naturally stops at that hemline, and that's exactly what we want to avoid. Instead of an elongated silhouette, the body appears divided with shorter legs and a longer torso, and no one wants that imbalance. Now, the good news is you don't have to give up cropped pants completely. The secret is length and proportion. Aim for pants that stop just above your ankle, not at your calf. This subtle difference adds inches visually because the fabric now leads the eye down to the narrowest part of your leg. The effect? Longer, leaner legs. If you prefer a tailored look, don't hesitate to visit a local tailor. Even a small hem adjustment can make all the difference. The perfect fit isn't a luxury. It's an investment in how you present yourself. When choosing shoes, stick with low heels or pointed toe flats in a similar shade to your pants or skin tone. This keeps that vertical flow uninterrupted and makes your legs naturally elongated. I'm curious, do you still wear capris or have you already switched to ankle-length pants? Tell me below. I'd love to see where most of us stand on this one.
Mistake 8. Overly long necklaces or scarves. Accessories are a wonderful way to express your personality, but here's something many petite women don't realize. The wrong necklace or scarf length can easily work against your proportions. Long necklaces or scarves that hang past your chest draw the eye downward, breaking the natural vertical line that helps you appear taller. When a necklace ends too low, it pulls focus away from your face and upper body, the very areas you want to highlight. The same goes for scarves that hang loose without structure. They might feel stylish, but they often create visual clutter and drag your frame downward. The fix? Choose medium-length necklaces that rest near your collarbone or just below it. These sit perfectly in the center of your neckline, drawing attention to your face and shoulders while keeping that upward visual flow intact. Shorter pendant necklaces also work beautifully because they add just enough sparkle without overpowering your frame. If you love scarves, go for lighter fabrics that you can loop neatly around your neck or drape once over your shoulders. This creates gentle framing around your upper body without adding bulk or unnecessary length. Now tell me, are you team long necklace or team collarbone length? Drop your answer below. I'm curious to see which side wins. Let's talk about stripes, one of fashion's oldest and most loved patterns. They're classic, timeless, and versatile. But here's the tricky part. Not all stripes are created equal, especially when you're petite. Horizontal stripes, while fun and nautical, can be the ultimate illusion makers, and not in the way you want. They pull the eye from side to side, creating the appearance of width rather than height. Even thin stripes can visually widen your frame if they cover large areas like sweaters or dresses. Imagine slipping on a navy and white striped top. From a distance, the pattern spreads across your torso, making you look broader and more compact. But now imagine that same top in vertical or gently diagonal lines. Suddenly, your figure looks longer, leaner, and elegant. That's the power of directional design. Vertical stripes guide the eye up and down, subtly lengthening your frame. Diagonal stripes work beautifully too, because they keep the movement dynamic while softening sharp angles. If you enjoy pattern clothes, look for stripes that are narrow and evenly spaced. Wide or bold horizontal lines tend to break the body into blocks, which shortens your natural line. And here's a small but important detail. The color contrast between your stripes matters. High contrast, like black and white, tends to exaggerate the width effect, while softer contrasts, such as beige and cream or navy and blue, give a smoother, elongated look. Be honest. Do you own a favorite striped top? Is it horizontal or vertical? Tell me in the comments. I have a feeling most of us have one we can't let go of.
This next one is all about color balance, and it's something most of us do without thinking. Wearing dark bottoms with light tops may seem harmless, but for petite women, that contrast can visually slice your height in half. It creates a clear horizontal break right at your waist, making your upper and lower body look separate instead of continuous. Here's how it works. Our eyes are naturally drawn to where the biggest contrast appears. So when your outfit sharply changes color at the waist, for example, a white blouse tucked into black trousers, that line becomes the focal point. As a result, your legs appear shorter and your overall height seems reduced. Now, that doesn't mean you have to give up contrast altogether. It's about softening it. One of the most flattering ways to elongate your frame is through monochrome dressing. That simply means choosing pieces from the same color family or similar tones. Think beige with taupe, navy with denim, or soft grays layered together. This creates one unbroken line from top to bottom, giving you the illusion of extra height. If you love pairing light tops with dark bottoms, try a small adjustment. Add a jacket or cardigan in a mid-tone color that blends the two shades. It acts as a bridge, reducing the sharp contrast and keeping the vertical flow. Another great trick is using a gradient approach. Lighter shades near your face that gradually darken toward the bottom. It's gentle, sophisticated, and visually lengthens your shape. Here's a fun question. Do you prefer darker pants or lighter ones? Drop your answer below. I'm curious to know which team has more style fans watching today. This last one might surprise you. It's not about what you wear, but how you wear it. Even the most perfectly chosen clothes can lose their charm if you ignore posture and fit. You can spend hours choosing flattering cuts, colors, and fabrics. But if your shoulders are slouched or your outfit hangs unevenly, all that effort fades away. Posture is one of the simplest and most powerful style tools you have. Standing tall instantly lifts your entire look. Your clothes drape better, your silhouette elongates, and you naturally appear more confident. It's the kind of invisible elegance that no designer label can replace. And then there's fit. Clothes that are too tight or too loose can distort your proportions. Tailoring is the secret ingredient that turns okay into outstanding. A slight adjustment to a hemline, sleeve length, or waist seam can transform an outfit from ordinary to perfectly balanced. Remember, the goal isn't to hide your figure, it's to honor it. Next time you try something on, take a moment to stand tall, roll your shoulders back, and look at yourself in the mirror. Notice how different the same outfit feels when your posture shifts. Confidence adds inches, not literally, but visually and emotionally. Grace, posture, and confidence never go out of style. The best outfit in the world is a woman who knows how to carry herself. Do you pay attention to your posture when getting dressed? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Tell me in the comments below. Now, if you've stayed with me this far, first, thank you. And second, I've got a little bonus that most women overlook. It's not about clothes at all. It's about your hairstyle. The right haircut can completely change your proportions. Adding a bit of volume at the crown or going for a softly angled cut draws the eye upward, creating instant height and elegance. It's like your invisible style lift, subtle, natural, and effortless. If your hair is long, try layering it so it frames your face rather than drags downward. For shorter styles, a little texture or lift at the top works wonders. These simple touches not only make you look taller, but also brighten your face and give you that youthful spark that says, I feel great. Would you like me to make a video all about flattering hairstyles for petite women over 60? Let me know in the comments. If enough of you say yes, that will be our next topic. So now you know the 11 style mistakes that make petite women over 60 look shorter and, more importantly, how to fix each one easily. None of these changes require a brand new wardrobe, just awareness, a few smart adjustments, and the confidence to try them. Remember, elegance isn't about height or size. It's about knowing what works for you and wearing it with pride. True style doesn't come from following trends. It comes from understanding your body and expressing yourself with confidence. If you found this video helpful, please click like and subscribe to EverWise Older Women. Every week, we share simple, joyful, and age-defying fashion tips that help you look as confident as you feel. And if you know a friend who's also petite, share this video with her. She'll thank you later. Thank you for watching. And until next time, stay graceful, stay confident, and always remember, style never expires.